Imagine being married to one of the biggest action stars in Hollywood, a man who saved the world on screen, fought terrorists in Die Hard, and became an icon of masculinity for decades, only to watch him slowly lose himself to a disease that doesn't care about fame, fortune, or legacy. Now imagine being his wife, carrying that weight, the endless hospital visits, the emotional breakdowns behind closed doors, and the whispers from the public asking if you're strong enough to stay. That's exactly what Emma Hemming, Bruce Willis' wife, faced when the world learned about Bruce's devastating dementia battle. And according to sources close to the family, the struggles nearly tore their marriage apart, to the point where Emma allegedly considered walking away. But was it really that close to divorce? Or is this another twisted Hollywood gossip storm? Tonight, we're diving deep into the drama surrounding Bruce Willis, Emma Hemming, and the heartbreaking truth behind the headlines. Stay with me till the end, because what I found out about their marriage, the rumors, and the role of Demi Moore in all this will leave you speechless. Before we can unpack the gossip, let's rewind. Bruce Willis wasn't just an actor. He was a force. Born in Germany, raised in New Jersey, he hustled his way from bartending gigs to Broadway stages. But his big break? The hit TV show Moonlighting. Bruce wasn't your typical pretty boy actor. He had charm, sarcasm, and that smirk that made people instantly pay attention. Then came Die Hard. One movie turned him into an international superstar. Suddenly, Bruce Willis was the guy every man wanted to be, and every woman wanted to be with. He was tough, fearless, and carried that relatable, ordinary guy in an extraordinary situation energy. Over the decades, Bruce dominated box offices with Armageddon, The Fifth Element, Pulp Fiction, and dozens more. But beyond the guns and explosions, Bruce was also Hollywood's ultimate family man. Or at least, that's how it looked from the outside. Bruce Willis' personal life was just as dramatic as his movies. In 1987, he married Hollywood darling Demi Moore. They became the ultimate power couple, young, rich, and raising 3 beautiful daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. But like many Hollywood marriages, the fairy tale didn't last. In 2000, Bruce and Demi divorced. Still, unlike many bitter splits, they remained unusually close. Even after Demi married Ashton Kutcher, Bruce was often spotted vacationing with them. That unique bond between Bruce and Demi would later play a huge role in the whispers about Emma Hemming. Fast forward a few years, Bruce found love again. In 2009, he married model and actress Emma Hemming. She was younger, stunning, and gave Bruce a second chance at happiness. Together, they welcomed 2 daughters, Mabel and Evelyn. From the outside, Emma seemed to be living the dream, married to a Hollywood icon, raising a family, living in luxury. But behind the glamour, cracks were forming. In 2022, the world was shocked when Bruce Willis's family released a joint statement. Bruce was stepping away from acting due to aphasia, a disorder that affects communication. Later, in 2023, it was revealed that his condition had progressed to frontotemporal dementia, FTD. Suddenly, the world's strongest man on screen was facing something he couldn't fight with fists or guns. Fans were heartbroken. Colleagues poured out tributes. But for Emma Hemming, this wasn't a headline. It was her life. She became Bruce's full-time caretaker. Imagine the emotional toll. Your partner, your best friend, the father of your kids, slowly fading before your eyes. Every day became a test of patience, sacrifice, and strength. And while the public saw Emma as the supportive wife, insiders say the pressure nearly broke her. Here's where the gossip heats up. In late 2023, tabloids began whispering that Emma Hemming was struggling so much with Bruce's illness that she allegedly considered leaving. Some reports claimed she felt more like a nurse than a wife. Others hinted that the presence of Demi Moore, Bruce's ex-wife, made things even more complicated. Think about it. Demi, who has always been close to Bruce, moved back into the family orbit to help care for him. Suddenly, Emma wasn't the only woman at Bruce's side. And while the public praised the modern family unity, insiders suggested Emma felt overshadowed. Imagine being constantly compared to Demi Moore, one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses, while you're barely holding yourself together. According to sources, Emma allegedly confided in friends that she sometimes felt like running away. The pressure of being the strong one, of watching the love of her life slip away, and of dealing with media scrutiny. It was too much. But did she actually file for divorce? No, at least not officially. Still, the rumors of her nearly walking out spread like wildfire. Let's pause here and think about what this means. In Hollywood, marriages crumble over far less than dementia. Celebrities have divorced over busy schedules, cheating scandals, even disagreements about pets. But Bruce and Emma's marriage? It was being tested by something no couple is ever truly prepared for. Sources close to the family claim that Emma sometimes broke down in tears, saying she didn't sign up for this. Not because she didn't love Bruce, but because dementia changes everything. It's not just losing a partner, it's losing pieces of them every single day. And then there's the spotlight. Every move Emma makes is judged. If she smiles in public, people say she's too happy, while Bruce suffers. If she looks tired or sad, tabloids scream that the marriage is crumbling. It's a lose-lose situation. Now here's where it gets juicy. Remember Demi Moore? She never really left Bruce's life. In fact, when the dementia diagnosis became public, Demi stepped in to support him and their daughters. She even moved closer to spend more time with the family. On the outside, fans praised their unity. But behind closed doors, some say Emma felt threatened. Imagine this. Your husband's famous ex-wife, the mother of his 3 grown daughters, suddenly becomes his main emotional anchor again. That dynamic reportedly created tension. Some tabloids even claimed Emma felt like she was competing with Demi for who cared more about Bruce. Now, whether that's true or not, one thing is certain: the optics made things complicated. And in the world of Hollywood gossip, complicated means drama. Emma herself has admitted in interviews that being Bruce's caregiver is overwhelming. She's talked openly about grief, exhaustion, and the guilt of wanting a break. She even once said, "I put my family's needs above my own, which I found does not make me any kind of hero." Those words gave gossip outlets ammunition. Suddenly, headlines twisted her honesty into Emma Hemming ready to leave Bruce, or Bruce Willis's wife can't handle his dementia. Whether exaggerated or not, the rumors stuck. Fans were divided. Some sympathized, saying Emma was human and deserved compassion. Others criticized her, saying she should stand by her man no matter what. But let's be real. Unless you've lived it, you don't know how heavy that burden is. Here's the thing about celebrity gossip. The line between truth and speculation is blurry. Did Emma Hemming really almost divorce Bruce Willis? No one outside their circle knows for sure. What we do know is that her struggle is real. The whispers were loud, and the story of Emma almost leaving became entertainment for millions. But while the world gossiped, Emma kept showing up. She became Bruce's voice, his protector, and his shield against cruel comments online. She started using social media to raise awareness about dementia, turning her pain into purpose. Still, that lingering question remains. How close was she really to walking away? Here's where the gossip gets even juicier. Because while Emma was holding it together in public, behind closed doors, whispers say there may have been family tension, jealousy, and even inheritance drama. Remember, what I'm about to share comes from tabloids, entertainment insiders, and speculation. These aren't confirmed facts, but the chatter is so loud, it's impossible to ignore. On paper, Emma Hemming and Demi Moore should be allies. Both women love Bruce. Both care deeply about his health. And both are mothers to his children. Publicly, they've shown unity, attending family events together, celebrating holidays as one big blended family. But sources say that picture-perfect bond may not tell the full story. According to whispers, Emma sometimes feels overshadowed by Demi's presence. After all, Demi isn't just Bruce's ex. She's a Hollywood legend. She shares 3 decades of history with him. And when Bruce's dementia diagnosis became public, Demi reportedly moved closer to support him. Some tabloids speculated that Emma felt like Demi was stepping into a role that wasn't hers. One outlet even suggested Emma allegedly vented to a friend that she felt like she was living in Demi's shadow. Of course, whether that's true or not, we'll never know. But in the world of celebrity gossip, even a hint of tension can turn into a headline. Bruce Willis' family is unique. You have 3 adult daughters with Demi Moore, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah, plus 2 young daughters with Emma Hemming, Mabel, and Evelyn. That's a wide age gap, and naturally different priorities. Speculation suggests that the adult daughters often side with Demi, especially when it comes to decisions about Bruce's care. Emma, on the other hand, is raising two little girls who need their father in a very different way. Some reports claim this difference in perspective may have caused friction in family meetings. Again, nothing is confirmed. But sources say that emotions sometimes ran high, with Emma allegedly feeling like her voice wasn't being heard. Fans on gossip forums have debated this endlessly. Is it possible that Demi's strong bond with Bruce unintentionally created tension with Emma? Now here's the topic that really fueled gossip columns. Money. Let's be real. Bruce Willis has a massive fortune, estimated at over $250 million. Naturally, fans began asking, who will inherit it? Some tabloids speculated that Bruce wanted to make sure his 5 daughters were all taken care of equally. But then came the rumors. Certain insiders hinted that there could be quiet disagreements about how the estate would be divided between Demi's 3 daughters and Emma's 2 young children. To be clear, there is no confirmed evidence of any legal battles. But speculation in the gossip world painted a picture of potential clashes. Some even suggested that Emma Hemming, as Bruce's current wife and caretaker, would naturally have more control, and that this allegedly worried Demi and her daughters. It's the kind of drama Hollywood tabloids feast on: money, love, and legacy. Even if none of it is proven, the idea of an inheritance battle was enough to spark endless debates online. One fascinating thing about this story is how divided fans are. Some argue that Emma deserves all the support in the world. They say she gave up her own life to care for Bruce, and that people should stop criticizing her. Others, however, sympathize with Demi. They point out that she's been in Bruce's life longer than anyone, and she naturally wants a say in his care. On gossip blogs, some fans even argue that Demi and Bruce are soulmates who never really let go of each other, and that Emma just happened to marry into a situation she couldn't control. Again, these are fan theories and speculation, but they show just how invested people are in the Willis family drama. Through all of this, Emma Hemming has remained remarkably composed in public. She shares emotional posts about caregiving, speaks openly about her struggles, and raises awareness about dementia. In many ways, she's turned her pain into advocacy. Some gossip outlets twisted her vulnerability into stories of weakness, but the truth is, many fans admire her strength. Even if the rumors about divorce, family feuds, or inheritance drama have grains of truth, Emma has continued to show up for Bruce day after day, and that consistency, more than anything, may silence the gossip over time. Here's the thing: whether or not these rumors are true, they've captured the public's imagination. Hollywood thrives on stories of love, betrayal, and family drama. A superstar like Bruce Willis facing dementia? That alone is heartbreaking. Add in whispers of tension between his current wife and his ex, sprinkle in speculation about money and legacy, and suddenly it's a full-blown gossip storm. It's almost like something out of a Hollywood script, except this time the leading man isn't acting. So, did Emma Hemming really almost divorce Bruce Willis during his dementia battle? Was there tension with Demi Moore? Is there an inheritance battle brewing behind closed doors? The truth is, we may never know the full story. What we do know is that Bruce Willis has a family that loves him, even if the dynamics are complicated. We also know that dementia is a cruel disease, one that tests even the strongest bonds. And maybe, just maybe, the rumors, the gossip, and the endless speculation are less about tearing this family down and more about how invested we all are in the life of a man who gave us so many unforgettable moments on screen. At the end of the day, whether Emma Hemming almost divorced Bruce or not, one fact remains: she's still there, still fighting, still standing by his side, and sometimes that speaks louder than any gossip headline ever could. So what do you think? Are the rumors of Demi Moore versus Emma Hemming just gossip? Or is there real tension behind those smiles and family photos? And do you believe the whispers about inheritance drama, or is that just Hollywood's way of keeping us hooked? Let me know in the comments, because this story is far from over.